Okay. Today has been a long day, I would say. I started reorganizing this living room again. This is not how it's going to end up being. So, I put that little sofa there. There's a table behind there. I put that back to that position because I do like it there. And then I cleared that corner. And then I put a shelf in that corner. The table's the same position. The bed is in the same position. The coffee table's in the same position. The TV stand is now the short TV stand. And I think in that corner I'm going to put a desk. I got a free desk on Craigslist. It's a really good desk. It's I guess, highly sought after IKEA desk. And I'm super stoked that I got it. I have two of those desks now, and one I got for free, and I think the other one I paid like $40 or $50 for, and they're pretty big desks, but you can change the height on them, and you can make it a standing desk if you want. But I want to have a desk in here, just in case if I have friends stay over and they want somewhere to work, or for the Airbnb and they want a desk to work at. And for myself, if I don't want to be in my room working, this is a nice area to work in, I think. To me, it's an inspiring area. It has things that I like, my collection of stuff. That's mostly Mitch's stuff. My blankets are over there. Has a bunch of books. It's going to eventually have a television. And it has Mitch's painting. And it's just a nice room. I like the feeling in this room. And I'm going to put a desk in that corner. I'm not going to put my iMac there. I'll probably have a laptop or something at that desk. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, I've just been kind of stressed today. So that's why I didn't really record much. And I also worked this today. Then I went to Rona to get some sound deadening material for my car. Because I want to make the stereo sound as best as I can. So I bought the sound deadening, and I don't think it's going to work. It might work, though. Anyways, in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this bed into a convertible bed. And so I'm going to make a back with those two, and then it will have slats of wood going like that, planks of wood. And then it will have, as well, it will have a foam back on it. So it'll be a sofa, and then it'll just switch into a single bed. I got the bed for free. The wood was $1 at Rona. And yeah, I'm doing the best that I can with what I have, and I don't want to spend a lot of money. Mostly because I want to save my money this year. I have that goal of buying a piece of property. And I need to achieve that goal, and that means not spending money where I don't have to spend money. So yeah, so at Rona they have a bunch of offcuts. I didn't realize how the big Rona store is awesome. It's really nice in there. There's a different feeling there than there is at Home Depot. Home Depot seems like people go to Home Depot because it's called Home Depot for the name. I think I'm gonna start going to Rona more often if I can. Home Depot's closer, and I think they might have better prices for some things, but I think I will be going to Rona more often. Anyways, yeah, this is actually not that bad of a position for this. Except for when the TV's on. This will be kind of weird, I suppose. Kind of weird, maybe not. But I was thinking of putting that shelf on this wall here, but then it'll be such a heavy wall. I'll have the shelf, this shelf, and then the big television and stuff. Or sorry, the big desk, and then this sofa over there. So I think it'll just be bombarding people when they walk into the room. And I don't want to put that shelf behind the door because I like the door opens up. Maybe I'll get a bookcase. Like a Billy bookcase, the IKEA kind. There's sometimes, they are free sometimes on Craigslist. It'll fit behind the door, then I can transfer all the books and stuff into that bookcase. And then I can move that out of here, move this into that corner, move that shelf into this corner, and then still have the desk there. But I just have to get that bookcase. Oh yeah, so and I'm also moving the dresser that was in that corner into the Airbnb room, and I'm gonna move the bed around in the Airbnb room. Yeah, I don't know. I get obsessed with moving things around a lot for some reason. Um, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm stressed about other stuff, it helps me to relax, maybe, or helps me to take my mind off of things. Anyways, just went for a walk with Bambi before I started this video, and he ran into my room. He's probably kind of tired. It was wet and cold out. We weren't even out there very long, but I don't know, he's a little kind of, he's still kind of a puppy about that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna go snowboarding tomorrow. Today I worked on a show called Bates Motel, and again I'm an orderly on that show, and I think it's gonna be few episodes, a bunch of episodes that I will be on that show as an orderly. It's a lot of fun. My friend Jordan was on set. We don't really talk too often, but he does martial arts. So, and right now he's doing, I think, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and training at that, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know. Other than that, just talked to a few people. Was on set for a little bit. Went and picked up Bambi from Sarah's place. She was hanging out with her cousin. Yeah, and then just came home and I fell asleep for a couple hours. I was so tired. I woke up late. I got to set like just barely on time, which is not something that happens often. But so far this year it's happened twice, and both times on Bates Motel. The last time I worked and today, which annoys me beyond belief, but it's all right. It's all good. They know that I'm not usually like that. Usually very good with being on time, which is good. Which is good. Consistency is good because the times that you're not consistent, people know that you're not like that. When you're inconsistent and you're flaky and you're not, and people don't know what to expect from you, then sometimes they don't want to work with you so much. But if you're professional, if you're consistent, if you know what you want, and if you know what others expect, and you're there willing to work, be happy, and understand that everyone is in it together, then you will become someone that people want to work with in whatever field it is, in photography, in filmmaking, working on set, acting, background work, any department that you're in, a sound department, grips, anything that you do in life. If you're consistent, people are way more forgiving for the times that you mess up a little bit. And I have a story. I was working on I don't remember what set I was working on, but it was in North Van at a place called North Shore Studios. My sister was on set and she was there, and I was coming. I think I had just broken up with my girlfriend at the time, and things were pretty crappy. And I don't know if we got into an argument. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I was super super late getting to set, and the wrangler, he's a really really nice person, and he knows that I'm not usually late, and when I get to set I'm there and I'm happy to be there and I love the work that I do. And my sister was there. She's texting me. He's texting me. He doesn't call my agent, which is one of the nicest things that someone can do, is when they're looking for you and they don't know where you are, they don't know where you're going to be late or whatever, they don't call your agent, because then you get in trouble with casting, and casting doesn't like that you're late and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I was 2.5 hours late to set, and I literally got to set, signed in, got into my clothes, into the costume, and was whisked off to set, literally, like it was in that order. Sign in, fill out the paperwork, jump in my costume, and he says, time to go to set. And it was just a coincidence that happened. And he signed me in for the time that I was supposed to be there, for my call time, for 2.5 hours earlier than I was there, which is one of the nicest things that has really ever happened. Well, yeah, one of the nicest things, I would say. A lot of nice things happen because Because I think that um, like it's a give and take, right? I give a lot, and people give a lot to me. So yeah, it was a wonderful situation that I was put in. It ended up being a wonderful situation. We were working on set, and then it ended up being a great day. And my sister was there, and I love working with my sister and being around my sister. And yeah, so the it's not often you find people who are that forgiving, um, and those to me truly represent friends. Whether we don't hang out together outside of work. We when we're there, we're cordial. We talk to each other. We share stories and stuff like that. Um, but we're not like the classic friendship. Like we hang out, we hang out at each other's houses, that kind of thing. But when that kind of thing happens, I think it's it's a mutual respect for each other, which is maybe sometimes greater than some friendships. Anyways, that was just a long-winded story about a great situation that happened, where I screwed up, but I was forgiven because of how hard I work and how dedicated I am, usually. And yeah, sometimes situations like that happen, and it is very, very wonderful when those things happen. Oh, another story. Same situation. It was around the same time, and so I was working on a film called Big Eyes, and the casting director really wanted me to work on the show. She's a great, great, great person. She she gives me tons and tons of wonderful opportunities. I've gotten a couple acting roles from her, just because of certain situations. She called me and she says, "Hey, we're looking for somebody who can act for this and this and that. We're gonna get you on set, and then on the day it will be an upgrade." And things like that happen all the time. That that isn't uh yeah, in the acting world, in the film, in the movie industry, there are so many different ways that people get roles, and it's not always the traditional audition way. There are so many different ways. But anyways, on Big Eyes, the set was literally across like that, like 1.25 blocks down the street from where I was living, across the street from where I was living. And for some reason, sometimes I don't know that I do this. Um, just as a tangent, I sleepwalk, I sleep talk. I eat when I sleep. I make food. I do a bunch of stuff. Like if I have a girlfriend and she's sleeping over, or if I'm sleeping over at her house, or whatever the situation is, um, I have been known to make out with a girl in my sleep, and do all those kind of things, which is, to me, it doesn't make any sense, and I don't know why I do it, but that's what happens. So, and sometimes I wake up and I turn off my alarm clocks. I'm getting way, way better at recognizing that I do that. This morning, that is what happened. I remembered that I had woken up, turned off the alarm clocks, and went back to sleep. um, but yeah, so for Big Eyes, which was an incredible experience to work on. It was directed by Tim Burton, which is a director who I admire. I admire his work, and it was somebody that I really wanted to work with, and I was given the opportunity, a great opportunity, to work on that film. And the casting director, I wake up and I'm 2 hours late to set. The first day of work, my first day of work on Big Eyes, and I had a bunch of days on Big Eyes. And I literally was crying, freaking out, like, no, 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 like talking to myself, screaming to myself, how could I be late to set? And I was literally across the street from set. 1.25 block, not even 1.25, less than an entire block. It was like down to the end of the block and then a little bit across the street. And I was 2 hours late for my first day on a Tim Burton feature, big budget, or I don't know if it was big budget, Tim Burton feature film that I was given the opportunity to work on, and I was late. I get to set, and the casting director, she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I am very, very sorry. I woke up late. And I think I was also, like, it was around the time that I was breaking up with my girlfriend, and things were really bad. It was very emotional and exhausting time. So she's like, "That's okay. Go and get your costume." Immediately, she forgave me. Um, that is a very, very rare occurrence, I think, um, for 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 a lot of people. Um, there are a lot of people who are forgiven very easily, because there are a lot of people who would give life and limb and wellness and health to be in film and television. I appreciate every minute and every opportunity that I'm given to be in the industry that I work in. I am ever grateful that I'm able to go to set. I'm there and I can be happy and I can express myself and I can be around the people that I want to be around. Today, my friend, she's a grip. She's a lighting electrics person, and she was working on set, and I've known her for years, and she's a great person, and we had a little conversation, and it's beautiful being able to work with people that you really, really care for. So anyways, yeah, there aren't a lot of people who get the opportunity to be forgiven, who get the opportunity to get to go to sets, who get the opportunity to be in an industry that they absolutely love and enjoy and would give anything for. I have so many stories about working on set and about getting to set. Yeah, I'll tell another story another time. But yeah, I don't know how to put it. That it's just such a great, that I am grateful for everything that I've been blessed with. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm making these videos at the end of the night where I'm very tired, but I can't do them when I'm at work. It's so frustrating. I wake up and it's dark and I go to work and I can't do any videos there because you're not allowed to have you're not even allowed to have your cell phone on set. You can have it when you're relaxed and you're not actually on set, but you can't have your cell phone. You can't have any cameras. There's NDAs. You can't talk about it. You can't give details. They don't really like that you tell that you're at what show you're actually working on and all that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, this yeah, tomorrow I'm snowboarding tomorrow. Um, yeah, so I'll do some videos during the day. I don't know. Maybe some people find the snowboarding stuff boring, but nobody's even watching these right now. But yeah, I'm gonna try some tricks on some boxes tomorrow. Hopefully it snows tonight. It snowed last night, and hopefully there's some nice snow today. I think there will be. Sam is going to Baker tomorrow. It's not on my budget right now to go to Baker. I have to pay for rent and I have to pay my damage deposit, which is a hefty sum. Um, but anyways, I'm gonna hopefully in a couple weeks I'll be able to go with Sam to Baker. I've never been there, um, but but I think it'll be great to experience a new mountain with different terrain, with different snow, with different obstacles and different skill set that I have to work on. But anyways, yeah. So I am going snowboarding tomorrow. Oh no, in the morning, first thing in the morning, I'm going to go shopping with my sister to the organic market. I don't know if I've mentioned the organic market before, but I will take my camera with me and I will film it and I will show you guys what it is and how I save more money. And I love saving money. I love being frugal. I love being able to take the money that I spend and put it elsewhere and to expand my horizons. But yeah, so tomorrow it is shopping with my sister Yolanda, and then it's snowboarding, and then after snowboarding, I'm not sure what I will be doing. Hopefully, I'll be hanging out with a friend or something. And then in the evening, I'm going swimming, and I need to get stronger. I need to have more fun, and I need to, um, yeah, just need to get stronger, have more fun, um, yeah, achieve my goals. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep. This is a pretty long video, and love life, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.